back to my kitchen and channel. So I'm going to show you, this is goat tripe, and I'm going to show you an easy, quickest way to cook this. This is half tablespoon of black pepper goes in there, and I have my green seasoning, 2 full tablespoons goes in here. More will be added when it's cooking. And I have my salt. This is 1 teaspoon of salt goes in there. And we're gonna give this a mix. You're going to season this and leave it for a couple hours to marinate in the fridge or overnight if you want to cook it the next day. And I'll show you when it's cooking. I'm going to truncate it first in the pot. It's going to be curried. And then I'm going to put it in the pressure cooker to soften up, because it is a tough meat or tough texture in it. It's a bit chewy, so when you put it in the pressure cooker it will get soft, and I'll show you the steps in cooking it and what I'll be adding to it when I'm doing the trunking process. So stay tuned. So let's get cooking. And in a hot pot, you're going to add oil. I'm going to chunk it at goat tripe first, and then transfer it to my pressure cooker. So for that, in the meantime, what I'm going to show you this is what I'm using. All my condiments are over here. So let me show you it real quick. My dal is boiling away in the back there. I have onions finely cut up. I have garlic. I have half of scotch bonnet pepper. I have tomatoes. And I also have some green seasoning in here. Isn't it beautiful with that different color? I have a sprig of fine thyme, and I also have pimento peppers that's over here. So let's get cooking, and I'll show you simple steps in cooking this goat tripe. You can't skip that pressure cooker part and let it continue cooking in that pot here after it's been truncated, but it's going to take very long. So I'm going to show you a quick method. So my oil is hot. You hear it's crickling. I'm going to add my onions. Goes my piece of hot pepper and garlic. You can add a whole pepper if you want to. You can make it how spicy you would like. But for the portions of that goat tripe, for this half a pepper, it's going to have a nice taste. It's not going to be too hot to a point where you can't eat it, or when you're eating it, it's burning your mouth and you're not really enjoying the flavor of it. So let that saute up a little bit, and then I'll add the rest of stuff. Now that everything has sauteed up, in goes my pimento pepper. Pimento pepper gives out a nice flavor. In goes my fine thyme. In goes my tomatoes or tomatoes. Time for my curry. I usually have tablespoons in my container with curry, so I'm going to add in 2 of that together with, I'm using the duck and goat curry today, so 1 tablespoon of that goes in. So altogether it's 3 tablespoons. 2 regular curry and 1 tablespoon of saffron, and geera 1 tablespoon. Have your hot water from your kettle ready. In goes that water. This is going to make that curry paste. Or curry sauce for your goat tripe, or for any curry dishes. Add a little more water. This goat tripe is going to be going with dal and rice, or curry potatoes and paratha roti. It's a good choice as well. My rice is in my rice cooker cooking. My dal is on the stove. So I will show you that dal in this video as well too. The other half of that pepper went into the dal. So both dishes, the dal and the goat tripe, is going to have a good balance of that heat. Each dish is not going to be too hot. It's going to have its own flavor. And we're going to let this fry up for a bit before adding in that goat tripe. Some salt goes in because I did season that meat with salt. That salt is just the season of this curry paste here. If this curry paste don't have its taste, then your food is not going to have its taste. Always start tasty at the beginning, and your meal is going to be tasty and delicious. Tasty cooking, simply delicious. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. and a Cherry's Caribbean Kitchen on Facebook as well. So now I'm going to add that meat. You see how that curry paste got a little thick, and you can see the bottom of that pot. It's not watery anymore. So in goes my goat tripe. Give this a turn to coat all that curry paste onto that meat. Now goat tripe is the belly from the goat. When it's soft, it has a nice taste to it. It tastes delicious. So that's why I'm going to do it, and I'm doing this step first, and then I'm doing the second step in that pressure cooker. So this has to fry up here for about 10 minutes, just for that curry to take on that meat, and then I'll transfer it into the pressure cooker. So I'm going to cover it here. It will let out some juices, and I'll show you the next step. Right, so you see how that curry coated that goat tripe, and you see it let out the juices. So it's perfect for the pressure cooker now. If you don't have a pressure cooker, that's fine. Just keep heating some water in a pot on the stove on the next burner, and you're going to cover the meat up until like about almost full to the pot with water, and cover it and let it cook until it's soft. So onto this I'm going to add my 1 spoon of green seasoning. Give it a turn. That green seasoning is just some extra bandanya with garlic, pimentos, and hot peppers as well. So I'm going to transfer this to the pressure cooker now. Make sure you get everything out from that pot. You're going to set this pot aside. You're going to level off your meat here, and you're going to pour your hot water from your kettle wherever is the max level in your pressure pot. That's where you're going to fill it up to. Just give it a turn to mix everything together. Make sure it's up to where the max is. This is going to be covered, and it's going to be pressure cooked for 45 minutes, and you're going to have a nice consistency. Check back your max. So it needs a little more water. I want it exactly at that max level. There we go. So in 45 minutes time, I know for sure it's not going to burn. It's just going to stop at the right, finish at the right time. And I'm going going to cover it and put it back, and I'll show you when it's finished what it looks like. So my tripe has finished from the pressure cooker. I'm going to add it back here to the pot. Very, very hot. And as you can see, this one, there's a lot of water remain back. So I'm going to let it continue cooking here on the stove. The meat is softened. It is soft to that ooey gooey consistency. So it is going to continue to cook here for that water to get thickened up. To this point, you can taste it and see what it's missing. And if you want to add any more green seasoning to it, you can. But it just needs to thicken up a little bit. I am going to leave this one with a little gravy today. So I'm going to cover it here to finish out. But before I go, I want to show you what this is going to be eaten with. I'm going to cover this to cook, and in the meantime, this is dal. And that was called the chunking process. And this is going to go with rice. You can have some pepper sauce to the side, or some kuchela or mango tal curry or tal curry. So I'll show you when that goat tripe is finished, what it looks like. So the liquid has evaporated out, and it's to a good consistency now. See how perfect that is? And once you turn off your stove and it drops the temperature, cools down a little bit, it will get a nice thickness. So this is just perfect to turn off that stove now, because as I said, I want it with a little gravy. I don't want it on the dry side. So let me show you a closer look to what it looks like. Goat tripe, curry goat tripe, and you could make it how spicy you want it. Really, really nice, full of flavor. Simple ingredients, but full of flavor. And that thyme, that sprig of thyme, that's gonna flavor it really, really well. And you see the pieces, they are more smaller than any other tripe. So this is perfect. This goes nice with roti, as how it have this gravy in it. Dal and rice. Bus up short roti, paratha roti, sada roti even. Dal curry too. And that's it.